everyone, we are super excited to show you this brief preview of the Fog and Rain Overlay Collection from Pretty Actions. This collection makes it super easy to set the mood for your images, whether it be dark and moody or fun and playful. We've got you covered with 86 different fog and smoke overlays, 15 rain overlays, and yes guys, there are even 5 bonus lightning bolt overlays that just add to the fun of this collection. There's so much you can do. Okay, so I know you're all waiting on the edge of your seats. Let's go ahead and jump in and complete a few edits with this collection and see some pretty amazing before and afters. Let's see how it's done. We're just going to jump in Photoshop here and edit this image. Now, of course, this is the after. This is what our image will look like with the fog applied down towards the bottom here. I'm just going to open up my history panel and go back towards my edited image that does not have the fog or smoke applied. Okay, so let's see how easy it is to apply our overlays. Keep in mind, this is an overlay and action collection. The actions are there. We've specially made them to make the process even easier for you guys to apply the fog, the smoke, the rain, the lightning bolts, all the goodness that comes in this collection. This collection makes it super easy for even beginners in Photoshop to make those customized changes. So let's show you exactly what I'm talking about here. We have our Pretty Actions Fog and Rain collection open in our Actions panel. So I'm going to click on the Fog and Smoke applicator, press play. And we have some handy dandy instructions here. We're going to pick an overlay and position it as desired. So now you'll need to navigate to where you have your overlay saved in your computer. I have mine open right now. Okay, let's take a real quick look here. We have 5 bonus lightning overlays. We have our choppy fog and smoke. There is the organic fog. Okay, puffy. We have our rain overlays, and down towards the bottom we have the wispy tendrils to also set a different kind of cool mood. So for this particular image, we're going to use organic 9. Here we go. Okay, and click place. Okay, and now you can resize your overlay. If you press and hold shift, you can keep the same orientation. That's not always necessary for the fog and smoke overlays. Okay, we're going to press enter. And of course, we have our instructions taking you through the process step by step to ensure that you guys are getting the most out of your Pretty Actions. So click on the eye next to each adjustment layer to preview your desired enhancement. And I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. We've got some instructions on how to pick your own custom color to apply to the fog and smoke as well. I just hit continue. Let's take a look at our add-ons before we make any changes to the fog that we've applied to our image. So notice each one of these layers. I'm going to go through them one by one and click on the little eye next to each adjustment. Notice warmer just warms up our fog. I can click on that particular layer, or any layer rather, and bring the opacity up and down to really fit with your particular image that you're working with. This image is a lot darker and moodier, so we're going to want to bring the opacity down for a lot of these. Add contrast will take away a lot of that haziness in your image, and I can bring that down and just take away a little bit of the haze. We can make it brighter and thicker, darker and moodier. I'm going to skip pick a color. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. We can add a nice soft green color. I'm going to bring down the opacity. Look how cool that is. Notice how each one of these adjustments is applying to just the fog. I don't have to make any selective adjustments or mask the enhancement off of the fog or smoke. It just automatically applies for you and does all the hard work for you. That is my favorite part of this collection. So soft pink, I love it. That's awesome. We've got kind of an ethereal look going on here with all of these different colors that we can add, soft blue. Now let's take a look at pick a color. I'm going to click on this layer, turn the eye on, and just bring the opacity down a little bit. Now we want to pick our color, right? We don't want to stick with the green. We want to pick our own color. So we're going to double click on this little color square or icon that you have in your layers panel. And ta-da, we have our color picker automatically pop up on our screen here. And I can click anywhere on this flattened color wheel here and just click around, kind of get maybe a golden color here. Click around in the box. And get the custom color that you're wanting for your particular image. Press OK and voila, you're done. How easy was that? How fun was that? Anything that you're wanting to do to customize your image and the fog, smoke, rain, or lightning that you're adding is super, super easy. And we're so happy that we were able to make this collection so fun for everyone to use. Okay, so just a few things that I want to add to this image. I'm going to click on darker to make the fog just a little bit more moodier and fit the mood of the image. I'm going to click on my overlay layer, go to edit and transform, flip horizontal, and I notice there's a little line at the edge here. I'm just going to click on my move tool, move that over. Bam, I am done. Let's take a look at a real quick before and after, because we all know that is the best part of these collection previews. And okay, so real quick, before, after, really sets the mood. I love, love, love the fog in this image. Okay, so who's ready to have some more fun? We're gonna add a smoke bomb look in this image. So it's gonna appear as if we've got a smoke bomb going off behind our subject here. So again, we're going to have fog and smoke applicator selected. Press play, continue, and we're gonna play with our Puffy smoke overlays. So I'm just going to scroll down and select Puffy 5. Oops, there it is. Okay, place. And I can position this, make it a little bit larger. Okay. Now notice I'm turning it. If I just hover around a corner, you can see your little double arrow there and drag it up and down to turn. Press enter when you're done and press continue. Now I can still move around my overlay if I'd like. To do that, just click on your overlay layer. Make sure your move tool is selected and adjust as desired. I'm going to press enter. Now I do need to make some selective adjustments and mask some of the smoke off of her face to make it appear as if the smoke is coming in from behind the subject. So you want to use your layer mask for that. It's automatically built in. Locate your overlay layer down here at the bottom. Click on the white rectangle. That is your layer mask, guys. This is super easy. Click on your paintbrush in your tools panel. Make sure black is set as the foreground color. You can toggle between white and black with your double arrow, or just double click on the top layer and select black and okay, and you're done. Okay, I'm resizing my brush with my left and right bracket keys, and I do like to work with a lower opacity. The more you brush over a certain area, the more fog or smoke you're going to remove. And I don't necessarily want to remove all of it from her floral crown here or the outer edges of her hair and her hand, because some of the smoke is naturally going to be floating or hovering in that area. So I'm just going to breeze through this. Of course, you'll want to take a little bit more time than I am, but I just want to get through all the goodness of this collection here with you guys. This is good. Let's go ahead and make it just a little funky and add some pink color to that. I love it. We're going to bring that down to about 60%. This is going to be awesome for gender reveals. You've got your pink and blue right there already built in. How cool is that? Okay, so I do want to add another smoke overlay. Just to keep my layers panel a little bit more simplified, I'm going to flatten my image. We're going to go to Layer, Flatten, press OK, And we're going to press play for our fog and smoke applicator again. And this time we're going to choose Puffy 7. There we go. Click place. I'm just going to reposition this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to reposition it again. Press continue. I'm going to select my move tool here, scroll down, click on my overlay. We're really getting the hang of this, guys. This is just so much fun to play with. Okay, so make it a little bit larger. Reposition a little bit here. Press enter. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm gonna click on my layer mask. You can tell we're totally having a ton of fun on this end. Okay, making that brush a little bit larger here, guys, and I'm just gonna click around the edges of the overlay and get rid of that hard edge, the hard outer edge. Now, of course, you can work with 100% opacity if you'd like. I prefer working with a lower opacity when I'm masking the smoke and fog off of my subject, just for more of like a natural appearance. Of course, you'll just want to take a little bit more time than I am. I'm still just breezing through this edit. Voila, she's looking amazing. And of course, we're going to add some pink to this smoke as well. I'm just going to lower the opacity, and I'm going to lower the opacity of the actual overlay just to make it look like the smoke is just fading a little bit behind her. Okay, so I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and take a look at another before and after, guys. Before, bam, after. This is amazing, and the sky is literally the limit when using this collection. Okay, guys, who's ready to add some rain? Because I know I am. I'm super excited to show you how this works. We're going to click on the rain applicator and press play. Continue. Let's go ahead and find our rain overlays. I'm going to select rain 6. We're going to resize this. And just a real quick tip, you can make your overlay a lot larger if you want the droplets to appear larger on your image. Press enter, and I do want to mask some of this off of my subject. I do still want some of the droplets to appear. I'm masking all of it, or as much as I can, off of her face. Okay, and you can just go over her skin and some of her dress. But again, I don't want to necessarily remove all of it. It's going to look unnatural if she doesn't have any droplets on her whatsoever. So layer, flatten, and now we're ready to add our fog. We're getting into a routine here. We know how to add the fog, right? So we're going to add choppy 8. Press place. I'm going to resize that to fit this image. We will be flipping it horizontal. Continue. Now it does appear pretty bright for the image, so I'm going to click on the actual overlay and just bring the opacity down. And let's just work our way up. I'm going to keep that right around 40%. I love it. This image is just amazing with the rain and fog, guys. So let's go to edit, transform, and flip horizontal. Bam, we're done. Okay, another before and after, because we know that's what you've been waiting for. And after, bam. Okay, so we're gonna edit one more image. I know we're super sad about it too. I could stay here and edit another 5 images, but I don't wanna take up your time. And I want you to be able to play with this collection and discover for yourself how much fun it is to play with the fog, the smoke, the rain, and the lightning and create your own custom look and setting. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and add the fog to this last image. Click play, continue, and let's find organic 20. There it is. Okay, place. I'm just going to resize this to fit the image. Press enter. Voila, we are done. Literally nothing else that we could do to make this image any better. I love just the whimsical look this little trail of smoke is giving this image. And of course, if we want to play, we have a ton of options right here at our fingertips. The pink actually looks really cool. It matches her dress and it just gives it an ethereal look. but we're gonna keep that as is. I want to thank you so much for taking time to take a look at our Fog and Rain Pretty Actions collection. We've been working so hard on this collection and we're super excited to make this available to you all. And of course, as always, we hope that you have just as much fun playing with this collection as we did making it for you all.